One of the most overlooked dynamics in The Summer I Turned Pretty is actually between Taylor and Conrad. On the surface, they are completely different personalities, but they have more in common than you may realise. For most of the show, Taylor hasn't been Conrad's biggest fan. At the very beginning of season 1, she encouraged Belly to go for him, but only because all she'd ever heard were Belly's glowing stories. The second Conrad's behaviour started hurting Belly, Taylor flipped, because ultimately, Taylor is Team Belly. If Belly isn't happy, Taylor isn't on board. That's why she eventually encourages Belly to pursue Jeremiah. But the writing in this show is so clever. Despite Taylor and Conrad being total opposites, the show uses Taylor's relationship with Steven to mirror Conrad and Belly, and it ends up showing that Taylor has a lot more in common with Conrad than she would ever admit. After Steven's accident, he decides to protect himself from more hurt and heartbreak and break things off with Taylor. At the same time, Taylor finally realizes how deeply she loves him, after months of keeping him at a distance. That moment mirrors Belly choosing to evict Conrad from her heart at the end of season 2, right when he's finally ready to tell her he loves her. Both Taylor and Conrad lose the person they love just as they're ready to fight for them. They end up choosing to hide their feelings and go along with the other person's wishes. And the similarities don't stop there. In season 3, we learn more about Taylor's home life. She's raised by a single mum, often stepping in as caretaker, bailing her mum out of debt, even giving up her own internship to help. Conrad's story looks very different, but it's the same theme: parentification. Taking on responsibility too early, protecting others, even if it costs you your own happiness. And both of them deal with that by keeping their guard up, hiding their vulnerability, and pushing their partners away. This parallel really comes through in episode 7. Taylor is still in love with Steven, but she puts her feelings aside to play wingwoman and even encourage Denise to go after him. Meanwhile, Conrad is doing the exact same thing, suppressing his feelings and supporting Belly's engagement to Jeremiah. Then we get that little exchange at the bachelor party, where Conrad questions Steven about pursuing Denise while Taylor is right there.
God. Yeah. Speaking of Denise, though, where is she actually?
Dude, are you really gonna make a play for her with Taylor right here?
Yeah. Oh, she's fine with it. I mean, she's actually my wing woman.
All right.
That's not just brotherly advice, it's empathy. He recognizes himself in Taylor in that moment. He knows the pain that would cause her because he's experiencing the same thing himself. Now, the show hasn't given us Taylor's big confrontation with Conrad yet, but the books make it clear. She calls him out directly. She accuses him of treating Belly like a toy, confusing her, of hurting her over and over again, and she warns him not to F up her best friend's life. That's classic Taylor. Protective, blunt, and furious at anyone who causes Belly pain. But a lot of what she says can also apply to how she made Steven feel in their relationship. And that's the irony of all this. Taylor spends the series criticizing Conrad, when in reality she and Conrad are mirrors of each other. Both are terrified of vulnerability, both end up confusing the people that they love, and both have to face the fallout of pushing someone away only to realize too late what they've lost. And maybe that's partly why Taylor can't stand Conrad, because deep down, she sees herself in him.